What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we are doing Power and Revolution 2019. Today we are actually going to be playing as the big man himself. We are going to be playing as Winnie the Pooh Land. Basically, I hate China, but, I have actually never actually had a lengthy playthrough as them, so it's actually gonna be a little bit new to me. So it's I actually kind of started playing them last night, and then I was just like, you know what, this is gonna be a really good idea to do some sort of what do you call it, playthrough as them. So I had the bright idea to live stream for y'all, so y'all are kind of welcome. So instead of that, we're actually going to be calling this man the name that he deserves to be called, because he is not that smart. So we're going to go ahead and call him Winnie the Pooh, because that is actually his real name. If you actually have heard him say an ad on a live video, that is funny. But anyway, yeah, just kidding. We're actually going to go ahead and call him Xi Jinping. Jinping, that's his proper name, actually. And we could go by Chinese wands, or we could just go by dollars, because I'm an American and I wouldn't know how to convert that. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Xi Jinping. Let's go ahead and say okay, and we're gonna go ahead and start off our game. And what is going on, everyone who's joining right now? I did notice that there was a lot of people that were joining. Right, we gotta get rid of this song. Hang on, get out of here, get out of here. God, I almost got demonetized there. All right, let's see. Wow, we got 15 people watching this right now. Especially since it's a Power and Revolution video, I know you guys are probably going to be flooding in. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and let everyone know that I am actually live streaming. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab the link. Just kind of just doing this. I know I'm doing this live, but there we go. And if you are actually in a Power and Revolution Discord, you may get a ping off of that, but just ignore it. It was me. Anyway, so in this video, we're possibly actually going to be invading Chinese Taipei, and if you guys actually don't know, there is actually a dispute between these two countries that they actually really hate each other. They actually really do hate each other. If you don't know why, please do some research. It's a very long story. But Taiwan Strait Crisis 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully we get a fourth one coming up this year. I think they've overestimated Chinese-Vietnam relations in this game. See, yeah, I actually noticed that. I played it last night, and I was just like, why do they like each other that much? Like, I literally am able to make an alliance with them, right off the bat. That's kind of fishy. Kind of a little fishy right there. I think that China also has a dispute with India, right? Yes, they do, actually. They actually do have a dispute with India. So, for some reason, in Power and Revolution, the Eversim had the bright idea of basically giving Kashmir, they don't even worry about Jammu. I don't even know where the hell Jammu is. They basically were just like, all right, so we're going to look at one of the most disputed areas in the world, and we're going to give literally the entire thing to India. We're not going to split it. We're not going to go with some of the declared borders that they actually have, because Pakistan actually has control over this area right here. India has control over this area right here, and China has control over this area right here. So the areas that are actually being fought over is this area right here, in which it's being disputed between the Chinese and Indians. And then so in response, India is actually banning a lot of Chinese applications, actually, like TikTok, for one thing. So if you actually have a TikTok, please delete your TikTok. It's just not something that you want to support. Yeah, China fought the war in 1978, and since Vietnam was enemies with the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia, but they had to withdraw. Yeah, I actually remember that one. Please leave the video with subtitles later on your channel. Send to save the Brazil. Well, I actually, I actually wouldn't be able to do that because I don't know Portuguese. So it's not. I wouldn't be able to like subtitle it. Plus, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. So the problem would be solved. The Swiss would just get Kashmir. Yeah. See. Yeah. I mean, that's a good one. What if they already have info? I don't know, but I'm not going to give that information over to the Chinese willingly. They will have to pry it from my cold, dead hands, unfortunately. We're going to go over here to taxation. Since we are actually a dictatorship, we actually are able to change things literally on a whim. So I'm going to go ahead and put the turnover tax on industrial pollution, since we actually have the highest pollution in the world. And I have no idea how much money I can actually suck from that. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the tax on industrial pollution to 1%, flat out. That's automatically gonna pass. And then the value added tax, we could actually reduce the value added tax probably to at least 10% is going to be my goal, and we're going to replace it with a tax on industrial pollution. Thank you so much, AMN, for being my sugar daddy. I don't know. I actually noticed from the last one that actually did go through, but I literally only got that 40% of it because YouTube literally takes like a 40% cut of literally anything. Damien, thank you so much. I really appreciate both of y'all for supporting me. It really does help me whenever y'all support me. So 500 Norway bucks. Wow. It's actually literally just reduce a zero, and that's how much it is in American dollars. American dollars, that's funny. Look at this. Employee and employer, like that's just kind of weird. Company tax, $327 billion off of that. How can you reduce military manpower? They just get employed back after a while. I actually never really ran into that problem, but what I am actually going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and eliminate $60 billion for our national service and turn over to a professional army. I know that's probably not what the Chinese would actually do, but just because I want to maintain a professional, long-standing army, I actually just usually like to, and plus it, I mean, it also allows me to cut costs. So if I get rid of the national service, it's going to be a little bit more beneficial for me. Let's see what else we can do. Let's go over to space research. We're going to go ahead and put some more money into space propulsion, and we're going to go ahead and accept that. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to make sure that we can actually go through the Tiangong 3. The Tiangong is actually a Chinese space station. They actually had one up there a while ago, but it actually got deorbited. That was called the Tiangong 2, and that one actually got deorbited over the Pacific Ocean. So what we are going to do, we're going to go ahead. So what we actually need is a space habitation module. We need one more space habitation module, actually. Holy hell, like, we can actually do that right now. Let's go ahead and invest in that space habitation module. We're going to go ahead and invest $3 billion into that. We're going to do 100% of that. And then, why are you playing Liechtenstein? What the hell can I do as Liechtenstein? I don't even think I can play as Liechtenstein. Anyone can think of a Chinese word for me, please? You know what? We're actually going to go through with this name. We're going to call it the Damien AMN. That's all we're going to call it. Just Damien AMN. We're going to go ahead and create that. And then we're going to approve the program. 20% risk of failure if we do it by August. Yikes. Do we have anything? Let's go ahead and postpone the launch date by about a month or two. 6% chance of failure. Okay, let's do max funding, actually. $6.2 billion. And then let's move back the launch date by the 2 months. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and do it at 4. Let's do it on 4/20/20. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Shen is God. Okay, okay. If you guys actually can give me just a couple of, is it just giving? I don't know. If you, even if I delete my TikTok. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that done on 4/20/20. We're going to go ahead and approve the program, and that's going to be done. No risk of failure on that, so that is great. Great, 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 great. We have nuclear fission, and in secret, actually, you're going to go ahead and see me do this. We're actually going to go ahead and double our nuclear stockpile. We're actually going to go for 400 nuclear missiles in our nuclear stockpile. We're not going to dismantle them. We're actually going to expand our nuclear arsenal. Creation of the Damien AMN space program. And beginning, so that's going to be good. We're going to get that done by April, which is great, 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 great. And all we need to do now is we actually just need to start doing a couple of trade contracts. So if we actually start doing some trade contracts, very, very large trade contracts, what we can actually do is we can actually expand our economy like pretty well, or we can just sign a couple of low grade contracts. So something that I've actually noticed as this, imagine this game in multiplayer. See, it's supposed to have multiplayer, but they told us that there was going to be multiplayer, and they never did it. They never gave it to us. And apparently, what was that other game? 4th Generation Warfare. It was actually supposed to have it too, and they didn't implement it. They still haven't implemented it. You best befriend the DPRK, Mr. PG. Hell yeah, I am. After I sell some quality Chinese steel over to the United States. National production. We have a lot of national production. What can we sell to the United States? We have... okay, so that in compared to our actual national production... Something that would be beneficial is if I can actually sell it in terms of our actual like global economic activity. That's usually what gives me a really good green smiley face. $335 billion off of that one trade contract. Let's see if we can try to get the United States to agree to a meeting with us. Let's do it this weekend and see what the response to that was. Hopefully it's not canceled. Yeah, it's not canceled. Looks like we are actually going to be able to meet with the United States. So that's going to make trading a little bit easier on us. Add to the terrorist suspects, file to the terrorist suspects, and then... Oh, shut up, Donald. Shut up. Let's go ahead and go over to sale. And then cement 400. We have 2.5 billion tons that we're actually able to sell. So national consumption, god, both of us like produce and consume like a ton of this crap. Look at this. Let's try to see how much I can actually sell. Let's try to see if I can sell 1 billion tons of cement over to the United States. It's too much to the United States. Actually, this nation does not want to be too dependent on another nation. We already are dependent on each other by trade, my guy. If I embargoed you, both of our economies would collapse. China has a lot of coal. Yes, they do. Yes, they actually do. Let's see how much coal we can actually sell to the United States. We can actually sell it to them for a pretty considerable price. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. $703 right off the bat. Holy hell. Let's go ahead and do that. See, actually, I just thought about this. If we actually do trade contracts with the United States and we invade Taiwan, they actually might break off diplomatic relations with us, and then we would lose out on that money. So that would actually kind of screw over our economy if we did this with the United States specifically. What we could do is that we could sell it to a couple of what do you call it? We could sell it to a couple of European countries, which they probably are willing to pay a higher price for it, but at the same time, that's actually a really hard choice. We could bite the bullet on this. Let's go ahead and move it up to 300. You know what? Never mind. 27. Let's do it at 270 actually, just to make that number. Why would you take down Pakistan? Aren't they allied with China? No. Yeah, actually, kinda. I was talking about Taiwan. We're gonna take down Taiwan, not Pakistan. We're gonna be taking down Taiwan. So let's go ahead and call this the Beijing Agreement. 773, let's go ahead and negotiate those terms. 270 is being agreed upon. The price is still being, what do you call it, negotiated, but we could actually agree to this. This is going to net us literally almost $200 billion. So yeah, it looks like Samus is telling me to bite the bullet. So we're going to go ahead and accept those terms. Is going to be terminated in 2024. So I think we could do one more trade contract with the United States, but again, I really want to limit how much economic output I'm going to be sending over there. Chemicals, I think what we could do is we could sign one more contract worth at least $50 billion, and that is going to be it. Because again, I really, really, really do not want to be reliant on the United States for those trade contracts. If I could actually do something after this, I'm going to meet with another country and then sign something similar to what I signed with the United States. And then that means that if the United States drops out on that, I'm kind of just losing out on a little bit. So kind of have to meet this a little strategically just in case they actually drop out on us. Oil, natural gas, maize. Don't forget Russia. You need to nationalize the construction sector and hire manually. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that since I don't know how much it will cost. Household appliances, what can we do over here? Fuel cell batteries. Electronic components, I know I have a lot of those. Electronic materials. Russia could be a pretty good friend, hopefully. Computer hardware, clothing. $6 billion for clothing, wow. Yeah, I'm not going to sign a building, housing, and roadway agreement with the United States. I could do automobiles. We could sign over a couple of automobiles. We're going to do 2.2 million units. And let's see if we can see how high we can actually get that. 2.2 million units. Our sale price is 19,000. Our purchase price is 29,000. So we're actually literally smack in the middle of that. Yeah, Russia was a good friend to me during my China playthrough. Belt and Road. Yes, we are going to be doing the Belt and Road Initiative. The Belt and Road Initiatives without cheating, I would say. So there's going to be a $60 billion contract. We're going to go ahead and call it Beijing Agreement 2. And that is going to be done over the next... let's get it done over the next 3 years, actually. So basically, the way trade contracts work in the game, if you actually didn't know this, from what I can tell, basically it's this number divided by this number. This is how whatever this number divided by 3 is going to be. That is how much the United States will pay me over the course of several years. If you actually put it over to 1, then yeah, they will actually be able to pay you $59 billion in 1 year. However, if you actually do that, that will probably put a lot of growth on you and a lot of inflation on you as well. So if you actually move this to between 3 and 5 years, that will actually help out the situation a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and put it at 4 years just to be a little safe. Let's go ahead and negotiate that. They have accepted those terms, and then we have finally signed over the Beijing Agreement 2, $60 billion worth of this right there, and we're going to go ahead and end that successful meeting with the United States. Organic. And people actually like that because I met over with the United States. We're going to skip over that song right there. What else can we do? See, what I actually really wanted to do, I actually wanted to build a pipeline between Iran and China, but actually that is impossible right now. Actually, wait, no, hang on, that's actually probably my pipeline. Yeah, dang it, it is my pipeline. Wait, can I import oil using this pipeline? Where is it connected to? Okay, it's connected somewhere into the middle of Russia. Can I import oil using that pipeline? That is what I am wondering. Let's go all the way down to oil. Okay, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there, nothing there. Let's go to natural gas, and nothing there. So in terms of where I'm actually going to get my oil, if I actually do it with Russia, you know, it'll strengthen economic relations between me and Russia. So it'll kind of like make the Shanghai Cooperation Organization a little bit more stronger. But if I actually secure oil from the Middle East, more preferably Iran, since I already have very good relations with them, if I actually import oil from them, it'll just basically be just something I'm able to do. It's just kind of a direct connection. In terms of this, it's kind of a little bit more considerable, because if they want to deliver oil over to me, they have to like I mean, most of the oil is being done up here, and then it's not that developed whenever you come down over here, so it's kind of a little bit more weird. But then if I import it from Iran, basically they're just going to be shipping it right straight over to me, and it's basically secured. What I could actually do, I could try to put a base, not even a base, like I could just move something over into this area right here. Maybe I could actually put something in Iran. Oh, you know what? That could actually probably be preferable. I could actually put a naval base right over here in this tip of Iran, and then I could actually develop that area, and then bring them into the Belt and Road Initiative. And then what I could actually do is I could actually look into making the Belt and Road Initiative an actual organization in this game. An economic market is a free trade area that promotes development of trade between the member countries. Custom duties are eliminated in this area. Embargoes are, of course, prohibited. And I'm going to actually see probably spelling that wrong. We're going to call it the BRI. We're going to place that in Beijing. We're going to do a 2-year term for a Secretary General. We're going to fully fund this organization, and then we are going to ask member dues to be 0.5% of the state's budget. We're going to see what happens whenever we put the entire continent into this. So that's... because if I actually do the Belt and Road Initiative, the Belt and Road Initiative could actually be a little... okay, so I did spell initiative wrong. And I mean, all these countries could actually be considered into the Belt and Road Initiative. We're going to go ahead and leave that for now. We're probably going to try to see what's going on over here in North Korea. Let's see what the situation is. It's $17 billion in GDP. Let's go over to their economy. Let's go to economic power. They're 120 right now, $17 billion to their GDP right now. Speaking of, let's actually go over here And something I actually always always do at the beginning of my playthroughs, we're going to go ahead and do this. Subsidies would encourage and support the development of an industry resulting in revenue and jobs. It would also advance research specifically tied to this sector, leading to new discoveries, followed by the commercialization of technologies and new products. We're going to go ahead and give the entire agricultural sector $100 million to develop all of their sectors, and we're probably actually going to cut that from wood. So we're going to cut it from wood, just to say that we are not trying to make pollution even worse. Organic removal from terrorist suspects. People really, really like that. This is like the second great leap forward or something. Shanghai might make more sense for the BRI. Yeah, see, actually, that would actually make sense. Shanghai would be a little bit more. Shanghai, or we could actually put it at maybe even Guangzhou. Guangzhou, we're not going to do it in Hong Kong. Definitely not going to be doing Hong Kong. But if we actually do it in this, like, southern area, it could actually, I mean, it's a little bit more closer to the Southeast Asia. I couldn't do anything in Xinjiang or Tibet. Wuhan could actually be another one. Wuhan could be, since it's in central China, and it's actually one of the highest developing areas in China. That could be another one. Maybe rig a foreign election. Speaking of, I actually did want to rig a foreign election. We're gonna rig Australia's erection. Yeah, we're gonna rig their election. In this playthrough, at least their election is actually coming up in April, I believe, and so yeah, they're actually going to be able to have an election. We're gonna rig it. Speaking of, do we actually have create a network of agents? And then let's try to do political groups by that election time. And energy. See what our energy situation is like. 62.9% coming from fossil electricity, 20% exactly coming from hydraulic electricity. So then let's go ahead and move these up to 12. So what we're basically doing is we're basically doing a massive amount of investment into our electricity, into our economy, and basically this will provide like heightened returns. Like the ROI would be astronomical. So I've actually been able to do this before, and if you do it correctly, I guess, the ROI on it is actually hundreds of billions of dollars. You usually make at least a lot of money in terms of GDP growth, and then China literally is going to be able to grow this sector anyway. So this is already set to go up, and then just it's a matter of what I do to actually be able to set it out like better. Can you sell electricity to non-neighbors? Not anymore. In the 2019 edition, they actually got rid of that. So you can only sell electricity to neighbors, which actually does make sense, because delivering electricity is over like plane, train, anything like that. It's literally impossible to do that. It's only able to be done through like electrical lines, through power lines, through power generators on the borders, anything like that. So if you want to sell electricity to someone, then that's going to be the way to do it. Can I actually sell electricity to Pakistan? Is that an option for me? Who can I sell electricity to? Looks like I cannot. Purchase, let's go to electricity. There it is. So I can only sell to Afghanistan, Bhutan, India, Japan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Mongolia, Myanmar, Nepal, North Korea, Philippines, Russia, South Korea, Taiwan, Tajikistan, and Vietnam. Those are the only places that I can actually sell electricity to. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have better relations with Pakistan in terms of me giving them electricity. I built a 3G EPR nuclear reactor with North Korea. It was wonderful. Really? Huh. Speaking of, that could actually be a really good investment. If I actually build a 3G EPR nuclear facility on the border with North Korea, I'm going to go ahead and do it right next to Yangji. If I actually do that, then I could actually sell that electricity over to North Korea. So that could actually be really cool. North Koreans could use electricity. See, I actually thought the same thing. Let's go over to police. Let's see what's going on over here. History, problems. So what we're actually going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and develop my military. So we're going to go ahead and call for more missiles. We're going to do 72,000 missiles right there. That's buying a little bit like over our budget, but in terms of how much military might we actually need to be able to invade Taiwan, but then, you know, fend off any other conflicts that may start up because of it, then that's going to be preferable. Because I actually do not want to go to war with Japan, with South Korea, with the United States even. If the United States actually got involved, I would immediately sign a peace treaty. Unless I could actually get Taiwan if I actually invaded Taipei quick enough. Because what I'm basically going to do, I'm going to invade... I'm probably going to try to send like a regiment probably into the south, maybe, and try to invade this area right here. And then basically those are going to be throwaway troops. And then I'm going to send like the main force, which will most likely just be commandos. And I'm going to send them all into Taipei and then just take the capital as quick as I can. Let's go to industry, and there was actually something that AMN told me to nationalize earlier, and I actually forgot to do that. Let's see what that was. AMN, if you could actually repeat what that... Forget Taiwan and attack India. Yeah, totally. Military analysis tells me to invade this entire bum area right here. Could actually annex a couple of regions if I wanted to, if I actually really wanted to expand a little bit more territory. I could take over the Kashmir region, which is only 2 cities. K2 is right there. Mount Godwin Aston. Where is Mount Everest? If I could actually look. Mount Everest is... Where are you? Oh, there it is. Mount Everest, right here. It's actually hidden under the mountain. That's funny. God, I love Eversim's graphical glitches. Now, if you actually look right here, you see the terrain is actually raised. So it's actually kind of cool. You see all this flat terrain right here, and then you come over here, and you kind of see it right there. You see the plateau, the Tibetan plateau, and you see it a little bit right there. I always kind of like looking at that. It kind of looks a little trippy to me. But yeah. Improve relations with Pakistan that will help you declare war on India. Wow, AMN, thank you so much for that. Yikes. Man, AMN, literally. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and invite Pakistan over for a meeting. Let's go ahead and do it this weekend. And it's gonna be in about 24 hours. I bet they get these meetings and are just kind of like look at their itinerary and are just like, whoa, hang on. Holy shit, Sugar Daddy coming in. Oh, man. If YouTube didn't take 40% of it, you know, it would be a little bit better. But, you know, Vietnam, I could make an alliance with Vietnam, but if the United States went to war with me, they probably wouldn't get in. PG is a socialist, probably. Let's go ahead and go to the meeting. They actually do have a what do you call it, a See what, okay, let's see what I can provide him with, if I can. Bottled water, chemicals. Do you want to build chemical weapons? Rather? India and China are similar in strength. Yes, they actually are. Strength and population. Strength and population. Oil? No, they actually have natural gas. If I could actually secure natural gas from them. Nah, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough. That would be kind of weird. Ooh, we could actually... Oh, rice production. Well, we could actually exonerate the sector. We're going to go ahead and exonerate that. Did you use cheat to donate 500 NOK? No, literally AMN. Like, I see most of the money that he actually gives me. It's not a cheat. That's literally him. He's just wealthy. He lives in Norway, so... I mean, their GDP per capita is like $120,000 or something, but... We got sugar. Can we export him sugar? We don't have that much sugar. Wow. 302,000. Let's cut him a deal, actually. Since it's Pakistan, we're going to go ahead and cut him a deal. Well, I mean, it's kind of cutting it close. They actually have a higher purchase price. So that's interesting. 852. That's still a couple of dollars over it. Let's do it at 880. $260 million. Contract number 4. Let's go ahead and do it. Canceled. Your last offer is less attractive than the previous one. Can I sign something else? Okay, what can I import from you? What do you have that I don't? Production. I could import the 3000 tow. Wow, Damien, thank you so much. Both of y'all, thank you. Thank both of y'all. Like, y'all are giving me a run for my money. Okay, let's actually negotiate this. 30 million tow for this. 261. 261. Yeah, let's actually do it at 271. Does not appear to be sufficient. Meet combined needs of your country and Pakistani needs. Okay, so Pakistan, you're going to be a little bit more of difficulty with me, because if you want to be a part of the Belt and Road Initiative, you need to be a little bit more reliant. Come on, Pakistan. Do you want to be invaded? Like, I'm gonna switch gears from Taiwan to you. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Wow, we really need to invest in our pharmaceutical sector. Robots, steel. Yeah, Pakistan being difficult. I know. Why China it's an easy country. See, China. I've never. Yeah, man, IRL money cheat. I wish. Give China freedom of expression on some things. China always finishes last on that. Should I, though? Should I risk, like, losing my power? You know what? We're gonna end that meeting with Pakistan. Pretty failed meeting. Didn't really get anything done with that. Belt and Road Initiative on their part is not going to be that easy. Belt and Road Initiative on Iran might be a little bit easier. Speaking of, let's actually go ahead and invite him over for... Let's invite Iran over for a meeting this week, and let's go ahead and secure that oil that we need. Because in getting oil from the OPEC countries is actually way better than actually doing it, because I actually get it for like $100 cheaper from OPEC than I do from actually importing it from Russia. So that is something. Well, actually, let's get rid of this song. Get rid of that song. Just don't. That's the demonetization song. Even though I've made well more than enough on this live stream. Let's go over to oil. Let's go over to oil. Let's see world info. And then let's go over to sale price. Let's see who has the lowest sale price. Angola has the lowest sale price. Then it's Iraq and Iran. So Iran has the third lowest sale price in the entire world. Purchase price is right around that too. Russia, in comparison, is... Wow, there's just... I don't see Russia. Where are you, Russia? China? Then we got some of the higher ones. Literally, Taiwan has a higher price than us. I didn't see Russia. They should be around here somewhere. I recognize their flag. Russia, 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 Russia. Cuba, Mexico. Maybe raise things like LGBT rights and other liberties instead of lifting any censorship. See, I literally feel like I'm skipping Russia, but I can't see it. Okay, let's do this a little bit slower, I guess. And percent of world production. So there's Georgia. Okay. So in comparison, 345 for Iran, and then let's do this, and then 482. So yeah, we're getting it for like $100 cheaper if we do it through OPEC. Which, let's go over to transportation. Let's see what the OPEC price is. Okay, there's our price. This is actually price of fuel including the tax, which is actually going down, which is actually good. I haven't messed with any of the fuel taxes yet, so that's probably why. You skipped it again. I didn't see it. Let's go ahead and go through with our meeting with Iran. And let's do a support agreement. Let's automatically do a support agreement, and then we're going to be a little bit more protectionist right now. We're going to go to this, and then we are going to, so since we're exporting to the United States, we're going to import from Iran. 345.14 is going to be the agreed upon price. We just need to negotiate how much we get from them. And 199.84, and then what if I did, come on, Iran. Well, what are our relations with Saudi Arabia? Holy crap, Saudi Arabia hates us. Okay, it's going to be a little bit better if we actually got it from Iran. We're going to go ahead and call this, wish China could sell vaccines. It would make billions. Yeah, it would. Next to the Dominican... Okay, so it was next to the Dominican Republic. We're going to go ahead and call this the China-Iran oil... We're going to go ahead and call that the China-Iran oil agreement. We're going to get that done in 5 years. Does not appear to be sufficient enough to meet the combined needs of both countries. And let's do it again. Both Iran and Pakistan are being really, really difficult with me. We're going to go ahead and call it the BRI Iran oil. 149. Iran hates Saudi Arabia, so if you make ties with Iran, chances Saudi Arabia will hate you. Yep. And at the same time, literally, Iran is being very difficult with me. Okay, let's negotiate this price down a little bit. Wait. Average sale price. So we're definitely going to get a better price for us because our purchase price is higher than our sale price. So if you actually are able to get it between these numbers, you're actually able to get it, get a very, very good contract. So we're going to do it just under our purchase price. Well, no, okay, hang on. Let's do it at 275 and see where they put it at. 365, 275, 292, 312, and then we're going to go ahead and call this the BRI Iranian oil. is going to be $40 billion. We're going to get this done in 3 years. And interlocutor as it, or Iranian oil. That was natural gas. God dang it. We're going to try for oil again. And if we don't do that, then we're just going to go to Saudi Arabia. We're going to get this done in 3 years as well. All right, we're going to Saudi Arabia. Looks like Iran really, really wanted to miss out on that really, really lucrative money for their oil. We're going to definitely be able to suit our needs from Saudi Arabia. So definitely going to get that done in 5 years. So we're going to do that. 392 million tow. That's awesome. Housing allowances is pretty cheap anyway. Yeah, see, housing allowances aren't that expensive, honestly. Law abolishing national service. We finally got through that. Watch out for growth. Morale of consumers is not at its best. The purchasing power of the working class limits them to buying basic necessities, and the stores are far from making money. Therefore, the economy, you will see, that will set the pace. No doubt it would be good to stimulate growth by a vigorous relaunch of consumption while also improving the household purchasing power, Mr. President. So actually, something I could actually do if I actually reduce that by a couple of percent, I will actually institute a lot of growth because everyone will be like, holy crap, I'm actually going to be able to afford this. And interlocutor accepts on the first one. Nice. And if you guys are actually watching this, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you actually want to support PG, you don't actually have to super chat anymore. I've made well more than enough on that. So becoming a member or becoming a patron of PG actually would help a lot. And then just subscribing is going to be your #1 thing that you should do. If you have not subscribed to me, please, please, please subscribe. Subscribing to me really, really does help me out. So if you are able to subscribe, just please do that. And if you actually subscribe, please let me know down in the comments. Just let me know who is joining and who is new to this channel. Maybe they're too dumb to move into a house. Speaking of houses, let's go over to housing. Let's do 400,000 houses. It's going to be $6.5 billion, almost $30 billion. It's going to cost 4 million manpower, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. That's going to bring it down to 2 million debilitated houses. How to win elections? I feel bad in them. I will actually do a tutorial on that very, very soon. So look forward to that election tutorial that I will be making. Parliaments. Communist Brotherhood Party, would call it the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Determine the powers of Parliament. Parliament under the control of the single party, and then a consultative role, and then no real power. Control of the single party. Yeah, see, that's actually really good. Pakistan funds the Taliban. Good question. That's interesting. The media. What are we doing with the media? Freedom of information, information controlled and censored, perfection of fragrant fabric. Textile wovens are woven with perfumed fibers. Molecules of perfume are trapped in these fibers and are liberated from their capsules by a radio wave controlled by a manual remote. This user can thus change the odor of his clothing to the taste of his cravings. We are the first ones to have made this discovery, which confers us on a huge scientific advantage. Do you desire to patent it and render it commercially accessible to the entire world? We're gonna refuse that right now. Single parter is my favorite. Let's rule alone. I just always use the whole country for the buildings, and they don't work with the Mujahideen in the game. Yeah, Mujahideen is Should we fund the Mujahideen? Public finances and space research. Everyone loves me right now. Chang 4 space program has been completed. What was the Chang 4? If I could actually look. Damien AMN is still good to go. Wait, what is going on here? It's 0% failure. Chang 4. Okay, so that was a moon mission, actually. That was a space probe with an exploration robot. The Chang 4 has been completed. What about the Chang 5? We're going to actually institute a couple more moon missions, actually. Manned orbital flights. We'll actually do this. Super heavy rockets, we need a super heavy rocket. Manned orbital flight, walking on the moon, and permanent base on the moon. Okay. This will actually be, if we actually do this, not only are we going to be expanding on our own territory, we're actually going to be expanding in terms of space exploration. So we're actually going to shoot to put a permanent base on the moon by maybe 2030. I think 2030 would actually be really good. We're really going to be focusing on the moon right now. So what are we going to be doing? All right, so we already have the Chang 5 on the way. That's going to be done. Let's look at the Chang 5. 19% chance of failure. Let's go ahead and add another $500 million into the Chang 5. So we're really good to go on that. It just literally needs more funding. So lunar exploration program is still a go. 14% chance of failure. We're trying to get it done by 2030. We really need super heavy rockets with more than 50 tons in low orbit. Hope there's no more of that. World will be ugly as hell. We need more of the Chinese hackers from Command and Control, Command and Conquer generals. Jesus Christ. $37 billion. Let's go ahead and increase the budget by an additional 10. It's going to be an additional $2.35 billion every year. Proposal to increase the program budget is subject to a vote by all partner countries. It must be passed unanimously. Otherwise, the budget shall remain unchanged. So we're going to do an additional $10 billion to the lunar exploration program. And we're actually going to get that done before manned orbital flight. We're probably going to try to get a manned orbital flight done before we actually land on the moon. So we're going to do $5 billion of that. We're going to fund it 100% on our part. And let's call it the Chang 6. We're going to call it the Chang 6. Missions with a crew of astronauts that will orbit a celestial body in the solar system. The goal will be partly to make observations, collect scientific data, and partially to promote national space research and to inspire the people when they are following the manned space voyage. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do the Chang 6. Please hack the US economy. Hell yeah. So Chang 6 is going to be a go. 20% chance of failure. Again, we just really need to get our hands on some super heavy rockets, which I think we should actually be able to do by 2019. 2019, yes. Space propulsion is the only one that it's going into. And technology that has enabled you to begin research, which is medium and heavy rockets and rocket engines. That's actually the Orion. The Orion, actually. No, not the Orion. It's actually something else. But that rocket does look familiar. Is construction of a habitat. What else can we actually look into? 1 gigabyte internet. Okay, let's actually go over to budget. Space propulsion, we're going to give a little bit more money. So space program is just boost support. Yeah, basically, they don't really have that much of a purpose in the game, but I really like to do it because it's more of just kind of like the accomplishment of doing it. I just really like space, and so the addition of space exploration in this game, and just having the ability to launch these programs and actually get a little bit more support off of them, is really fun to me. So that's really why I just really like to do it, even though it looks like a waste of money. I just enjoy it. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get a return of samples to China from Europa. I believe India will seek help with the West. Yeah, they actually would be able to. Honestly, they probably look more toward Europe than the United States, probably. What can we actually call this? What can we call this? Let's call it the Sing 1. We're going to do 100% of the effort. $4 billion. India has joined the Quad Alliance. What is the Quad Alliance, if you could actually tell me? I hope war doesn't happen and there are no nukes. Yeah, I know, right? You should put sanctions on India. Maybe I should. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what the chance of failure is. 2022, we could actually get it done. Can we do it any other... Can we do it later in the year in 2021? No, it looks like we have to do it in 2022. Let's do 5, 10, 22. Neither the Indian or Chinese government are radical or stupid enough to use nukes, but Pakistan's another question entirely. Jesus Christ. Someone just chilling there like you're not about to nuke them. Yeah, right? I'm literally investing like a bunch of money into another, like doubling my nuclear stockpile, so I think the Quad Alliance is an alliance of India, Australia, and the USA, and someone else against China. See, the thing I actually know, there's actually a battle happening right now in Pakistan. Looks like the government will be able to win this battle, but they're fighting right now just outside of the federally administered tribal areas. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa? God, I cannot say these names. 20 Indian soldiers killed, 2 man. This might escalate. Well, actually, they already made an agreement to kind of like calm it down a little bit. So, Callisto, the United States wants to put themselves on Callisto. Although your economy is among the greatest, your solvency cannot solve itself from depreciation. Tax on industrial pollution. Why is it not as lucrative as it is with the United States than it is with China? China literally has like the most. By this time, I'm literally making $1 trillion off of it. Am I able to make more off of a freaking carbon tax? Holy crap, I am able to make more off of a carbon tax. Okay, so if anyone can tell me right now, am I going to have a massive uprising against me because of increasing the carbon tax? Like, I rarely ever could touch the carbon tax. China has almost no regulations on environmental stuff, LMAO. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see what happens. And if there's an uprising, I'll immediately cancel them. Holy hell. National Club for Drivers' Rights. Everyone hated that. Everyone hated what it did to purchasing power. Alright. Should I give the army the order to attack? Should it be another Tiananmen Square? I'm betting it should be another Tiananmen Square. Let's get these two to meet up. And then let's get these two to just defend the position. right, so let's get, yeah, whatever. Arrest all those people right there. That was quick. And no military force needed. No military force. You mean the incident that never happened? Yes, sir. That's what I mean. That is what I mean. The incident on June 4th, was it June 4th? 1989. The day that never happened. Nothing happened on that day. Please do not ever say that something happened on that day. And also, there's nothing going on in Hong Kong. There is absolutely nothing, zilch, nada, nothing happening in Hong Kong right now. The Chinese are simply administering their own territory. It's not as if they signed an agreement with the United Kingdom in which they say that they are allowed to have a system that is separate from the Chinese until 2047. Social commentary is hilarious. Go to Army. 2 million. See, if I actually increase that by about anything that I want, I have 500,000 reservists. We're going to, like, increase the hell out of our commandos, honestly. Pacifism, everyone likes it because of pacifism, but then they also like it because of national defense. See, if you really, really want to just have a massive military buildup, let's go ahead and add about 10,000 troops. Okay, 15,000 troops. Hopefully there's not a riot. See what I can do as China. Employment and national defense, everyone likes it, but on militarism and liberties, no one likes it. Yeah, it's as if you already have liberties as China, like, proposal of resignation. See, this is the second time I've had it. Should I accept his resignation? Should I allow his resignation? That is a question. That is one question. Ambitions, I'm going to ignore you. Proposal of resignation. I was playing Democratic opponents and accidentally caused an uprising, and Trump identified the Dems as a terrorist organization. We went to war against them. Jesus Christ, I've never had that issue. Let's go ahead and refuse his proposal of resignation. I don't know why he's I don't know why. Produce nuclear missiles in secret. We haven't produced a single one. We have not produced a single nuclear missile. The street is for everyone, men and women. The woman telling me that I should criminalize street harassment. I wish a big company would take up this game. We need quality of life updates for years and multiplayer. Yeah. See, oh man. As long as you're not saying it's Paradox, because Paradox, I don't think is that justifiable to take care of this game, because I feel like if they got this game, then bribe him with some money instead. Lunar Exploration Program reduction. Did we unlock it? Reduction of risk. Reduction of risk. What did we unlock? Oh my god, I think we actually unlocked it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No! Get out of here. Let me pause it. Did we unlock Xinjiang terrorist leader? Good job. So, reduction of the Chang 5 in the Lunar Exploration Program went to 0%. Maybe that was because of the funding increase? Maybe? Tiangong. What about you? Chang 6. The Russians want to go with me. Protection against cosmic rays and solar particles. When are we going to be able to get that done? Let's go ahead and look. Wrong one. Supporting life in space, protection against cosmic rays, 2030. Oh my god, we gotta. Yikes, that is a big yikes. What if I do full funding on it? Super heavy rocket, I'm gonna get that done in 2019, but protection against cosmic rays 2026, matter sciences? Maybe it's because I'm not funding matter sciences that much. Yeah, let's go ahead and fully fund matter sciences. And then 2020, god dang, 2024. There's no way I can wait until 2024. There is no way. Let's see. Astronaut training. I already have an astronaut. We have space propulsion. Supporting life in space. This is the only thing that I have not unlocked. Huh. That is disappointing. That is very disappointing. Blow up a nuclear power plant in the United States? I don't know. Speaking of, that's actually what I actually wanted to do. Let's go to Secret Services. Let's pull them out. Egypt, France, Germany. Let's leave them in India. Take them out of Indonesia, Israel, Poland, Saudi Arabia, UK, Ukraine. I don't care about. I don't care. I don't care. That's it. Let's do 50 in India, 30 in Japan, 70 in Taiwan, and 60 in the United States. And then what about Australia? When is their election? Let's do some cyber awareness just in case. Rig a for an election. Am I able to do you right now? When is your election? 11/3/19 or 3/11/19. If it doesn't show up by 25 days, less than a month before that election, then we could do it. Maybe China and Pakistan both will fight India. Maybe they will. Xinjiang terrorist leaders, cyber security campaign. Biodegradable plastic. Let's go ahead and patent that. Let's do that. I don't know if that's the one that I don't know if that actually improves the plastic industry at all. Let's go to plastics. Plastic. There we go. Info. You got oil, coal, chemical, and maize. And then, what are you doing? What about, let's see what the research tree tells me. Got environment. No, we got cold fusion, robotics, motorization, combat robots. See, there are so many sectors in this game that are not unlockable, and it is so disappointing to me. Like, I really wish that Eversim would kind of like look back on it and then just allow it, like kind of fix it. Like, that's my only complaint with the research tree, because I mean, some of them don't even do anything. I mean, the only thing that really works is like whenever you go down the military research tree, but whenever, like, if you go over to energy and environment, carbon nanofiber, for example, a composite material based on molecular assembly and nanometric reduction. This technology will allow us to improve the following activities. Carbon nanofiber, which doesn't need anything, but it's, I mean, if there's a sector for that, there's like several sectors in the game that are not Okay, so what I need to do whenever I'm done with this live stream, actually, what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna go through the research tree, and I'm gonna go through every single thing, and I'm gonna send it to Eversim, and then if I get a response back, I will tell you guys. I would love to play the Reagan years or Carter. Yeah, see, that would actually be cool. Physics of the universe. Astronomy. Gotten everything here. Exobiology. See, it has an alien face, but I don't know what else is supposed to be there. Maybe there, hopefully there will be some sort of what do you call it, improvement to space in the 2020 edition, which apparently the Mac edition, speaking of, I saw something last night on this, the Mac edition is not going to be available before October, so maybe in August or something like that we will see a 2020 release. We're not supposed to hear anything until at least the middle of this month. I'll probably try to send Eversim an email again, see what's going on, because I have not heard anything, at least from my end. So, oh god, oh my god, please ask them. Yes, I know, it's frustrating. Alright, let's go to the next day. Operational cell in Australia is now a thing. National Club for Drivers' Rights. Let's go ahead. Move these guys. Move those guys to Parliament. Not that strong right here. Jingtao Bao. What? Jingtao Bao. Isn't that literally... Okay. Oh my god, I thought that was literally my advisor who just gotten killed. Even head of state, of course, say that his country can fight a war and win. Yes. Indian Prime Minister said no country is capable to fight against an Indian army. Yeah, superpower by 2020. Am I right? Honestly, in some ways, India is literally a joke. In my opinion, it's because they try to like make themselves look like big and like powerful and all that, and then like just some of the things that happens, like it's just ridiculous. So India is not that formidable, and they're military wise, yeah, they are actually pretty good. What are they actually in the game? Military might, we're almost evenly matched. Let's go ahead and look at India right now. Let's security, terrorism, crime rate, prison population, defense budget. How much are you spending on your military? India, $151 billion compared to China spending $516 billion on their military. United States, $1.4 trillion, which is probably not that accurate. And I don't know if that is accurate either on my part. How much am I spending on my military? $257 billion, and then military operations, $26 million, only 7,000 people overseas. Ethiopia we actually have pretty nice relations with. Cameroon, let's go back over here. Security, military power index. India is number 4. With a score of 7,868. I have a score of 12,974. Wow. Yikes. Iceland is the lowest with a military power index of 0.4. Yikes, that is a big yikes. Like they would get their ass whooped. They may lose a war against China, but China will have seriously hard time in a conflict with India. Yeah, I think it would be if the Chinese and the Indians actually went to war, just with the sheer way that the country is built, I feel like the Chinese would probably get bogged down, similar to the United States situation in Iraq and Vietnam. So it would probably be it would probably be interesting to see just a bunch of Chinese and Indians just basically like just try to kill each other. Um, Mostly because I am not a fan of China in my own regard. Like I feel like anything that would destabilize China would probably be a little bit better for the world because it's just it's just not I'm just not a fan of China. I'm just not. Red China is not the legitimate China. I feel like that Taiwan is actually the legitimate China, the Republic of China right here, the Republic of China, and then the People's Republic of China is the big one. The actual name of Taiwan is not Taiwan, and you would actually probably get arrested in the People's Republic of China if you actually called it um, Taiwan, I believe. What they actually call it in China and the People's Republic of China, they actually call it Chinese Taipei, and they believe in China, and they on their maps, on everything that they have, they literally say that Taiwan is a part of China, and they make it look like that Taiwan is part of China whenever they actually are still independent. Taiwan is never actually declared independence either, so that is another thing. If Taiwan actually made a move to formally declare independence and ask for a seat on the United Nations, then the People's Republic of China would very, very likely respond militarily to make sure that they do not do that. And the most recent form of that was actually the third Taiwan Strait crisis, in which President Bill Clinton actually sent the 7th Fleet into the Taiwan Strait, which is this strait right here between between Taiwan and China. So he actually allowed the United States to sail through it and then gave the Taiwanese military support. Because in every single scenario, the United States has been the one to actually say, hey, we're going to defend China. We're going to defend the Republic of China. Arabs can't even fly a jet properly, lost 6-day war with Israel. That was so crazy. Yeah, the 6-day war is honestly one of my favorite military conflicts because it's so interesting. Let's go over to culture. Let's see what's going on over here. Photography, let's definitely develop that. Do some classical, some world music, some Chinese animation, and art. $2.5 billion into my culture tab, so that's gonna benefit a little bit. We have almost 200 playbacks on this video. Like that is great. That is awesome. All right, so let's see where our military standing is right now. Commandos 14,000. Who is the president of the Philippines in this game? Let's see. What is he? Yep, Duterte is the president of the Philippines. So that is interesting. Okay, so that is Rao. We have a good job. Extreme poverty making progress. Okay, so in response to that, actually, let's... Seniors in danger. $50 on the carbon tax. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and reduce the value-added tax. Oh my god, we're losing $123 billion. That is mind-boggling. Let's go ahead and attach it to reform. Let's go ahead and call this the How. Call it the How reform. We're going to reduce the value added tax by 2. And then we're going to make up for it by increasing the carbon tax. Okay, let's increase the carbon tax. Flat rate per ton of CO2 emitted. So that's per ton, actually. I want to see if that's actually working on my CO2 emissions. Okay, let's do that at 100. Definitely going to get some protest against that. And then tax on large fortunes. Not that much right there. I think we made up for it basically on that part. Let's go ahead and go to the next day, see what the reaction to it is. We got the Sing 1, the Chang 6, and Seniors in Danger. Purchasing power barely allows us to survive. Many of us are living in a dangerous state of need, not to say pure and simple poverty. So people in... wow, look at that balance of power. Let's go ahead and just do that. Let's send the police into both fronts and just go ahead and deal with it right off the bat. Let's go ahead and send these guys into there. Troubles in Beijing. So I need to do something to make these guys like me again, because these guys like hate my guts. Is that the only association, actually? Okay, so associations are dependent from the state, tolerated and monitored, and completely free. If you check the description, you can find 2 discords there. Both very good to talk politics and these sort of games. Yep. Please go ahead and join the discords if you actually can. If you are not able to, I will grab a link for you and I'll post it in the comment section. Let's go to space. No, let's not go to space. Let's go over here. Energy. See what our situation is over here. 3G EPR. Nuclear electricity is very, very low in terms of see what's going on. Let's go ahead and just fast forward to whenever we can actually get these nuclear plants done. Because what I really need to do, I need to make sure... New request for resignation. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept your resignation and we'll go on with our lives. Like, just get out of here. What game similar to GPS 4 is recommended? If you really, there's not really anything compared to this. Basically, improvement in the poor people's shopping basket. Purchasing power is on the rise, but even despite improvement, we must not forget that we are still very far from a panacea. The hell is a panacea? Let's go to women. Education policy on gender equality. There's no gender equality in China, Jesus Christ. Previous GPS games, Victoria 2, the political process. Yeah, political process would be my recommendation, honestly. Currency, let's see where we are. We get just at about 3%. Head of states. Let's see what kind of laws we can actually change. Appointed by a single party and not appointed for life. Publicize a movement. Order a poll from the Census Bureau. See, as dictatorships, whenever you have no elections, I want to know how, like, you literally can get money, because that's... Do we even have billionaires? Like, are billionaires even allowed here? There's literally no billionaire in China. There's literally nothing here. There's no rich dudes. That is hilarious. 45%, very, very, like, we're not allowing billionaires into China. That is funny. That is hilarious. Media, research, education. What kind of educational laws can we actually change? Okay, for one thing, let's go ahead and invest in a massive amount of university centers. That'll cost us almost $70 billion, but I think that's going to be really, really good. 116,000 people are going to be used over the next less than 5 months. So 78 university centers to 249. So that's going to be great. If you prefer a military spy version, I recommend 4th generation warfare. What are your best tips for generating growth? Basically, sign economic contracts whenever you can, and make sure that you know the balance between make sure you know the balance between like signing them and then how much it's going to affect your growth, because those things actually do affect your growth, and it can actually hurt you if you sign too many of them. So let's go over to diplomacy, see what we got going on right over here. Beijing Agreement is our nice one, but it is the revenue represented by this contract is insignificant compared to our global economic activity. This contract will let us sell at a much better price than usual, guaranteeing us substantial profits. Only lets us sell a small portion of our production. Product is particularly profitable, and selling more of it will bring more profits. It'll not have a significant impact on unemployment. Manufacturing this product is profitable, so exporting it will be beneficial for our economy. This was for automobile construction. Oh, yikes. Look at all these troops right here. How many troops do we have in here? 6,300. 6,300 troops right there. This is still Beijing. Guess they started up on a opposite end. Alright, got that done with. Hoi 4 is good. It's an okay game, but I don't think it can be compared to GPS. So yeah, see, I literally cannot compare anything to Hoi 4. Like, Hoi 4 is okay. Like, it's good. Looks like the How reform actually. Alright, cool. Finally got that. Hey, how you have to dig for every piece of information about this game. It kept me barely alive. It's kept barely alive by the community. You probably saved one ass check game single-handedly with your channel. Yeah, I know, right? You probably saved one ass cheek of the game single-handedly with your channel. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, AMN. I really, really do appreciate it. Wow, just wow. AMN is rich as hell, just FYI. Alright, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna be able to get these nuclear plants done. I always get really sidetracked, honestly. It's hilarious. Conditions. Should we be falling behind on one of these, we should then be compelled to postpone or even cancel. Technology, which we should be able to get the super heavy rockets done. Oh man, I didn't. Oh, that's funny. I didn't appoint my Minister of Defense. Wow, like literally everyone. Yikes, my entire party hates me. Let's go ahead and accept that. Hey K1, welcome to the channel. I've actually never seen you here. Thank you so much. What's the best industries to subsidize? Well, for one thing, subsidize agriculture. Literally just the entire thing right here. Just go to the sector and then subsidize it. Okay, so what really need to do, I really need to do something that will make my party like me. Because the entire party, the Communist Party, does not like me, and then they would have the ability to basically throw me out if I did something that's not likable. So I need to do something that they will actually approve of. Amen. 50 Cent are known under the same name in Zimbabwe. $500 million. Oh my god. Oh man. Just bomb Taiwan. See, I am not militarily prepared for that yet. Once I become militarily prepared, I will actually do that. 25%. Should I increase it to 30%? Just to make my party like me. Okay, so if anyone can tell me what I can do to actually make the party like me, please let me know right now, because I really need to work on the approval of my party. I subsidize the farming sector as Russia, and the malnutrition is zero, but poverty rate exploded. For how long do you expect the stream to be? Wow, I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I may stop at about 2 hours, mostly just because like 2 hours is usually the limit. So I think I'll do that, and then in the next couple of days I will actually do part 2, in which I will actually do the invasion of Taiwan. So again, we're really just trying to get my military prepared for that incursion. I cannot wait to see how much money I'm going to be incurring on this next quarter. Like, April 1st comes around and I'm probably dead. Desire for repositioning. See, my entire government hates me. I went into a Mexican GPS Force stream once and gave him the $25 like 3 times. He was happy. Oh, you're talking about Manuel's strategy. Yeah, if you guys are watching right now, please go subscribe to Manuel's strategy. If you understand Spanish, like he's a pretty good guy on there. That's probably why his subscriber count isn't similar to mine, because because he doesn't speak English and fall in the line. See, the Politburo. G. The Politburo of the party is extremely annoyed by your spoiled childish whims. Do not forget who made you and why. I firmly urge you to drive the political line of the party into the most orthodox and severe way you can. Any other choice would be fatal for the nation and indeed for your mandate. Okay, so again, I really need to save my ass right now, because I am about to get ousted by the party. So if anyone can really help me look at this, the Communist Party hates me right now. I seriously need to pass a couple of forms that they will actually approve of. Love the smell of disposition in the morning. I know, I hate it. I think about your choices that doesn't rate with the eye. I think it's about, yeah, it is because of my choices, because I've been raising taxes like hell, trying to, you should bribe your party leader. Yes, sir, I should. Since we're in a corrupt society, I'm going to see if I can actually corrupt him. Nope, I cannot bribe him. I cannot bribe him. He is very nice. He's very nice. So unfortunately, that is out of the question now. Unfortunately. What is my next debt incursion going to be? Next quarterly loan is going to be $106 billion. $106 billion. $6.8 trillion is owed to myself at an interest rate of very low, like literally, since the Chinese are the ones giving out so much money. Purge the party. That is another question. Okay, let's go to the political party. Let's see what you like. He's a homosexual? Holy hell, I can screw him. He's for a single party. Okay, so he doesn't want the European... Yeah, should China join the European Union, guys? Let's go ahead and try to see if we can do that. He doesn't like the abolition of the death penalty. He doesn't like national service. He does not want the repatriation of troops in foreign countries. So if I do the opposite of that, then that'll be something. I could clamp down on homosexual rights. He doesn't want gun rights. What about this? Human rights. He doesn't like human rights. PG for president of China in real life. Sup, y'all? Good morning and good afternoon. What do you mean screw him, fuck him? God dang it, why did I... I'm not supposed to say that on stream. Look at that, 786 million sympathizers for that. Yikes, big yikes. Total number of seats, 2,987. Investment budget available, only $20 million. Actually, you can make China a EU country, simply take over a European country and change capital there. Jesus Christ. PG Jinping chip ticket is OP. Jesus, really? Is that OP? Is that what you call OP? Okay, let's not get demonetized. Okay, let's do something here that'll make my party like me. So my cabinet likes me, but the party is the one that's getting ready to get rid of me. They really do not like human rights. So if I actually clamp down on a human right, then maybe they'll like me a little bit more. Indoctrination. Can I do indoctrination? They're actually against it. The party is against it. Set maximum school age, 15. What if I reduce? What if I increase? Okay, so the party would actually like that. Let's institute that, for one. Maybe a little bit better. We need some, like, really good position. Minister of Defense, no one wants to join my party right now. Culture, events, criticism of the state, criticism of religions, freedom of expression. Dang it. Why is it freedom of expression? That is not accurate. Subject to censorship. Let's see if the party will like that. What are you doing? The less they know, the better. Eroticism and pornography. Can I clamp down on that? So controls and censorship, the party would like that. What about the people? People would kind of not like that. Okay, let's institute that. Yeah, human rights. I bet no one likes that but the party. Jesus Christ. What about you? Loyalty vis-a-vis the head of state, 14. I'm really gonna lose my head here. We're actually gonna lose. What about you? Come here. Mission, level 1, 6,000 points off of this because of the laws that I've been getting. Mostly. Bonuses for popularity, mostly because of the popularity. Women. Will the party like it if I did street harassment? A little bit, not always. Winnie the Pooh is in danger now. Yeah, I know, Winnie the Pooh is in danger. Will the party like it if I legalized or what about abortion? Can I get rid of that? No, the party wants abortion. The party, oh yeah, it's because of their freaking single or child mandate. Culture. Okay, it's probably because of the tax situation. It's probably because I've increased taxes so much. Let's reduce the middle bracket and then increase the high bracket. What will the party think of that? They don't like it. See, yeah, actually, what I could do, I could go over to Parliament determine the powers of parliament, so I'm under the control of the single party. What I could do is I can move it over to a consultative role, no real power. I would be able to do that, but I would have to make sure that I'm not thrown out by the party before that would happen. Date of the next election is in 2022, whenever they want to figure out who the next leader of China is going to be. Which I think we would still be in there, but cut VAT. See, I cut VAT earlier. Does the party like it whenever I cut VAT? Apparently they do. Did they like it whenever I increased the carbon tax, is the question. They seriously did not like that. Let's cut the carbon tax. So let's cut the carbon tax. And then replace it with the industrial pollution tax, I guess. You should do a revenge conquest of Japan. Yeah, that could work. Automobile environment, people kind of didn't like that. Purchasing power is working out a little bit better. Mobilization. Oh my god, my entire family hates me. The party hates me. Okay, so if I can get these things passed, will that actually help? My recent efforts have actually paid off. Nice. Environment. What's our CO2 emissions? They have actually plummeted. That is great. Conditions for success. Slight reduction in numbers. Wait. Hang on, I can't see. Hang on. Stop it! So that's Tiangong. Available position. Yes, I want you to appoint someone for me because I can't find anyone else. I guess he made another person Secretary of Defense and then they left because they didn't like me? That is hilarious. Okay, so then let's see what the party thinks of me. Can you just like me a little bit more instead of going upticking by about 2 points? Oh my god. That is hilarious. Apparently China is really difficult because you just have to make sure that you really, really are liked by the party. China has developed super heavy rockets. Yes! Finally! Hell yeah. Let's go over and see what our moon missions are looking like now. Chang 5. You are great. You are great. You are on schedule to launch. Chang 6. What are you doing right here? Super Heavy Rockets 1. Okay, so preliminary mission, I need to launch a Super Heavy Rocket. Decree takes effect as today. Heavy Rockets man missions to other planets now available. Let's go ahead and refuse the patent that, and then the thing on pornography has gone through. Can I see if you like me? Yeah! Yes, that actually worked. Reducing things on porn actually helped me. Oh man, holy hell! This is the turning point. It's the turning point of the entire thing. The United States has abandoned their Callisto mission. But holy hell, reducing things on porn actually gets your communists to like you a little bit more. Oh man. Okay, so we really just need to law on. So I guess whenever they actually pass is whenever the things are actually beneficial to you. You have to connect 2 major cities to get a good message, but it says but it's necessary to build other non-busy city highways to connect everyone, not just certain cities, if that makes sense. See, I actually do that. I actually really do that. I'm just not doing it right now. Main highways. Let's see what we got. Chengdu. No, let's... See, I actually do that in terms of actually making sure that my cities are actually connected whenever there is a major military conflict. So doing this actually really, really does benefit the hell out of your national defense. That's funny. It's PNR dynamic. The only things that put me off the game are the fears once you learn what actions to take. Those work for every country. It depends on the ideology. So I wouldn't say that it's... I think it kind of is dynamic because literally right now I have to play a completely different strategy than I usually do as per se the United States. Like, I'm struggling right now to actually get the party to actually approve of me because I did a lot of things at their cost and at their approval cost. Because I was increasing taxes however much I wanted. Launching into construction, waste of public money, unfortunately. 19. So I may have to just screw around with the tax situation. So if I do that, they will really, really like that. It's going to cost $28 billion, $32 billion actually. Let's go ahead and attach it to a reform. Let's call it the Jew reform. And let's create the reform. Let's do, ignore that, sacrifice of freedom. Yep, basically. Tax and company turnover. Can I actually increase that at the benefit of the party? Nope, party hates it. Can I increase that at the benefit of the party? Nope, party hates it. $705 billion off of... What if I increase the highest income bracket to 50%? Yeah, the party will like that. Let's add that to the Jew reform. What about decreasing 71? Let's just add that to the reform. And oh, look at this. We're actually in April. I actually just realized that. So we're actually gonna like get our first quarterly statement in a couple of seconds. Let's go ahead and go to the next day. Issuance of $122 billion worth of debt. Personal analysis. And ICT. Oh, that was... I guess you always get that at the end of your quarter or something. Anger. And literally even my security services hate me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong at this point. The political instability right now in China is like unearthed. I feel like I'm really spreading my luck right now. Fought a war with the United States while playing with Oman, and they gave me money in a peace treaty after I whooped their ass. How do you whoop their ass? When you just like bombard their troops whenever they were trying to attack you or something like that. You have to play pretty strategically to beat someone like the United States. Or if you just bombarded their base in Qatar, which, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't go to war with Qatar at that point. Then they have troops over in Kuwait. Then they have troops in Turkey. So it's pretty lopsided to actually win. Then they have troops over in Djibouti. So how in the hell did you actually beat the United States in that? Those stones are their ballistic missiles that can destroy the whole world. Exactly. Especially if they didn't nuke your ass. Am I doing any better with the party right now? No, I'm not. I'm doing 1 point better with the party. Let's go ahead and go to the end of this whenever we actually do this. This is the trial. It's not what I'm looking for. How did you destroy the world's economy? Did I destroy the world's economy? There's a tsunami in Japan. 12% growth, guys. Holy hell. There was a unemployment dropped to 4% from 6%, so that's great. 12% growth. And we can't do that on Taiwan anymore. Want free money? Send your aircraft carrier to an enemy's waters and it will send you peace treaties like crazy after. Did it really do that? Jesus Christ, I never saw that. Does the Chinese actually have an aircraft carrier? Do we have an aircraft carrier? What is our aircraft carrier? We have two. We have 2 aircraft carriers. Possibility to sabotage an oil well in New York. Yeah, let's do it. And skip that song. What did you attack? I attacked an oil well in New York. I did not know there were even oil wells in New York. So there's shale oil. Where is the oil well? Seven Long Island? No. There it is. Okay, so it's shale oil well. So there's 2 of them in New York. Both of them make a pretty considerable amount of oil. Nothing, just let them stay in their waters. Jesus, huh? As long as you're not getting attacked, I guess. I accidentally caused World War III earlier. Jesus Christ. Everyone that's watching right now, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you actually want to support me, please consider becoming a member of the channel. If I actually get enough members on this channel, I will actually start holding private live streams for you all. And the benefit of becoming a member, actually, I will start live streams 30 minutes before for private members, and then I would actually make it public. That's actually feel like it's a little bit fair. Get a little bit more private live streams, and then I'll expand it into the actual live stream. So doing that would actually be pretty cool. And transportation. Did I actually pass all of those laws? 20. So it's still a score of 20. Nice. I don't know what that is, but that's nice. Increased income tax, I am against it, my wife says. Survey reports. Disapproval among wealthy people. Yeah, y'all can leave. Yeah, I don't care about you. Decrees relating to this reform. You need to have a lot of agents on specific focus. 80 million Jesus Christ, 80 million soldiers? Minister for Research. What about the party? Am I a little bit better with the party? Looks like not. Justice. I don't know what else I can do. I don't know if I go to war, it'll actually benefit the party. Let's go over here. Currency, civil servants. Maybe if I increase pay on the civil servants, people actually like me a little bit more. Need increased funding in secret services. How do you feel about every adding technology advantages in the military equipment? Like the United States has the best technology, but evenly matched in this game. I mean, that's okay, I guess, in my opinion. Illegal immigrants are leaving China, fortunately, so we don't have to do anything about them. Meeting request with sure. Let's see what Pyongyang wants. Let's see what good old Kimmy wants. I'll go ahead and give you the time of day. I'll see what you want. Northern Marianas Islands. Let's see what's happening in a newspaper. Minister for Finance, similarly not the right person for the job, state and Minister of Research. See, if I just form a whole new government right now, China's well on its way to becoming a conformist country and narrow-minded artistic vacuum, grumbled the famous actor. See, you would be shot if you were allowed to do that. That's probably why this game probably a little bit more difficult right now, because it's not only the party, but it's literally people coming out and saying stuff. Was there an election? When is your election? 195 days from now. So, okay. So it is in November. By the way, the game is still unplayable. Is the game still unplayable after 2030? I've actually never played into the 2030s. The longest I've actually ever gone is actually up to 2024, 2025. And I forgot who I was playing as, but I went pretty damn far into there. Communist Party right there. ICT's flunk. We have to invest heavily to invest into that. Sorry, I meant super duper looper rice rich. Speaking of rice, thank you for reminding me. Let's go over to rice. Let's go over here, see what you're doing. Let's do $500 million and exonerate the sector. 13 million people. Wouldn't cost anything if I actually nationalized it. But we all know what happened last time. The Chinese... Oh, North Korea. See what you want. Sale. They want to sell... You did all of this to sell me liquor. Seriously? You really just... That's... No. Thank you, North Korea. Bye. How much money am I giving you? $36 million. $35 million. You're welcome. See if they complain about this. Nope, they don't. Nope. Wait. Interlocutor refused? Yeah, I did refuse. I didn't want your liquor. India. Possibility of sabotage. Yes. Thank you. Country became the giant superpower. Yikes. I did it in about 10 to 15 hours. That's awesome. Slow internet's at this speed. Everyone's just complaining right now in China. I just don't want to go anywhere. 20, still not doing anything. What is your degree of influence of his or her fans? Global influence and electoral influence, 78. They have 100% influence. Still very moral. They're gay. Majority religion. They hate the majority religion. Oh, yeah. Let's... Political parties. Determine legality. Tolerated multi-party system. This is... Or lack. I played till 2035 with DPRK and nearly had the same population they had. Jesus. What's the population of the DPRK? 25 million, and then compared to the South, 51 million. Nice. 25 to 50 million. So they have more than half of their population. 75 million people on the Korean Peninsula. Huh. Let's see what our economy is doing. A little bit better. Very, very high growth, which is really good. If we lose that growth, actually, it would probably kill us. But we're not gonna like lose anything unless the entire world goes into a recession. E-paper, Japan's discovering a lot of stuff. And speaking of, actually, let's go over to space research. Let's launch a space program, Earth, and super heavy rocket. Let's call this the Judy 1. Let's call it the Judy. I like how Eversim literally misspelled the Chang once and then didn't fix it. Oh, wow. Thank you. AMN, I really cannot express enough how much I appreciate you. You were literally like one of the best people I've ever met, honestly. There's not words I can say that I can say how much I appreciate you. Amen. The billionaire throwing his money again. Oh my god. Oh man. All right, let's see what's going on with the. Where was this at? The International Space Station, ISS, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia wants to get involved. The United States is charging $2.3 million to do that. So, where programs? Okay, where is it? The Judy 1. 20%. 2022? What are you? Oh my god. Judy 1, just for a test of the super heavy rocket. Just for a test. Wait, hang on. I'm literally funding half of it. Why am I doing that? $3 billion for a super heavy rocket. Dang it. You could make a meme out of giving you money away. Jesus Christ. AMN is so rich. Wow, just wow. See, let's calculate how much I'm actually going to be able to get from this from YouTube. 1 divided by 0.4. Oh, wrong one. See, apparently I'm probably only going to be able to see like $73 of like what he's actually given me. Gotta love YouTube for how much they actually take. There we are, Mr. President. Has been revealed to the world scientific community. Initially, only the countries with very substantial space programs will be in a position to offer us bids. Please note that they offer their services for a fee if they determine that our program doesn't contribute anything of substance. This first pay is just take less than a month. Let's go ahead and see what happens whenever we go to the next day. And let's just keep going. Okay, let's give $1 billion to each of our sectors. Let's see how much that increases our deficit. Looks like it didn't increase it at all. YouTube going to complain somehow. That's the YouTube tax. Let's see if you can lower it. That's, oh my god, whatever. That's funny. Scheduled liftoff in 1 week for the Chang 5. Awesome. We're definitely going to be watching this Chang 5. It's imperative we take the offense in the dominion of space research. Other major countries have had their ambitions quite clear. Let's not miss the boat of conquest of space because it's rapidly being considered a significant economic and geopolitical issue. So I urge you to begin an ambitious and innovative program and invite other countries to participate in order to increase our chances of success. Aborted sabotage, of course. We're not gonna do that. AMN is AMN a simp for PG? Possibly. Current policy undoubtedly giving conclusive results. Our CO2 emissions have actually come down to very satisfactory results. We are becoming a model for the planet. In short, the environmentalist movement is behind you. Awesome. Amen. Can you do me a favor? Give me money in blocks of 500, just in single units, every second one. That's funny. Environment. What are we doing over here? $17 billion into that. Let's go ahead and give a little bit more money into nuclear threats. Okay, I may be going across a bug here. I think I'm looking at a bug. It's not even telling me how much it's costing me, so it's literally like everything is free now. Huh. Yeah, you see that? It's not even changing. Nice. Have you ever thought about a war series? I have. I never saved this. Cancel. Let's see what happens whenever I save the game and reload it. Okay, let's quit. Anyone hear about GPS 4 2020? Yeah, no, we haven't heard anything. Oh man. Let's see what happens when I reload. Coming out this summer. It is the summer. Work. Oh, it worked. Ooh, man. Oh man, that was fun. At least y'all see that I have bugs too. I do have bugs. Isn't it like you can produce fuel out of CO2 you catch in environmental buildings? See, I've never tested that. I tried to test it once, but then it didn't work. So I don't know if that actually works or not. Party and power. Still at 20. But I guess, I mean, that's still healthy. Like, we're not really seeing anything against it. Debt. Another quarterly loan of $118 billion. Let's see what our power plants are doing right now. Wow, literally saved it on the day that they were supposed to complete. Let's look at our energy right now. 2.8, nearly 3% is coming from 3G EPR. What was so loud? Was it me? Yikes. Sorry. Are there any highways leading out of Shanghai? There are not. There are no highways coming out of Shanghai, just high-speed trains. Raise the industrial tax. That will actually make my party hate me, so I cannot do that if the party will hate me. $5 trillion into that. Debts. What are we doing over here? Oh, space research. That's what we were doing. We were like a week away from a launch of the Chang 5. Chang 5 space program, imminent liftoff. Let's watch the Chang 5. Two, 1, 0, liftoff. And right around here is whenever we're probably going to see an explosion if it fails. So no failure right here. And it looks like they're moving on into the next phase of their mission. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Successful liftoff of the Chang 5. That is up the G Quan. And of course they aborted again. We're going to go ahead and say congratulate the winner of the Afghanistan prime ministerial election, whatever. Are they actually communist? Religious. You're religious. So we'll wait to see what's going on over there. Everyone say hashtag Chang5. Hashtag Chang5, just since we won, finally successfully launched that space program. Chang5 is now on its way to the moon. Let's go ahead and just see what the specific was for Chang5. Chang4, Chang5. That was the one that we actually did. So that was the probe with return of samples to Earth. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And then Chang 6 is the moon orbiter. So we don't have the super heavy rocket space program. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna do Earth, super heavy rocket. Wait, do I? Wait. Yeah, I already did it. I already did that. Okay. That's what I was forgetting. I became CO2 negative with the DPRK. Breaking news, they didn't make it. Yeah, I know, right? Well, actually, there's no one on it. It's literally just a robot. So we should get news on how successful the mission was, because it's going to reveal some scientific matter about the moon. Let's go over to the moon. Chang 4, Chang 5. 6/28, so it's going to be a month-long mission. So 6/28 is whenever we're going to get the results back on that mission. 6/29 at least. Jihai Bao. Judy 1 space program, waiting for your replies. Okay, so that's going to be done. So let's go ahead and analyze this space race real quick. Okay. So the United States has no manned missions yet. The Russians have a lunar space program by 2031. We're going to move ours to 2025. You know what? 2026. Wait, 2025? 2024? Estimated risk for failure, 2023. We can literally launch it as early as 2023. Okay, 2024, very early in the year 2024. We're gonna do it on Valentine's Day, I guess. So we're gonna put a man on the moon by 2024. Awesome. And increase the budget. What I'm gonna do, $4 additional billion. No, let's do $2 additional billion. Put that out about $50 billion exactly. Yeah, GPS 4 2020 is definitely going to be coming out tomorrow. That is my hope, honestly. Nah, we are a while away from that. Okay, I'm looking at another bug right now. Look at this. Look at Iran. There's no national border that I am able to look at right here. Look at that. No national border. Highlighted by... Wait. What is going on right now? Look at that. No national borders for Iran. Can we just walk in there? Maybe. So if the capital cities start disappearing, that's whenever I'm gonna get out of here. My wallet is going to go empty. Conditions for success for that lunar space program. Again, one more check on the party just to make sure that they at least like me a little bit more. Still nothing. Still nothing out of there. We're gonna go to the end of the month. This game is damn expensive. Hell yeah, it is. Mostly, I'm kind of saved from it because I actually get it for free because I'm literally making all this content. So it's kind of okay with that. And I think, so what I do know is they've traditionally been giving me giveaway codes for the DLCs that they've been making. They usually give me a code and then they give me a set of codes to give out to you guys. Chang 5 is pretty good. Nice. So you guys will be able to benefit from a what do you call it, giveaway on my channel for that. So be looking forward to that. So he probably will give me at least 3 codes because he usually does give me a couple of codes to give to y'all. So I will be able to do a giveaway for that. So look forward to that. I believe there will be a discount if you have 2019 edition, but yeah, pretty expensive. Yeah. So I guess they are probably going to be doing it in let's face it, buddy. Men are designed to have just one partner in their life, so I don't fret about it. I change partners when I feel the need to. Divorce is easy, and afterwards there's a wonderful wedding to look forward to. And the very notion of making new vows can help improve public perception of me. So, what about the head of state? Where can I see what's planned for 2020? Basically, let's get him to find someone. In 2020, we are looking forward to a couple of things like irrevocable resignation. The government hates me. Again, we're going to go to the end of the month and we're going to see what happens with Chang 5. And then once we get done with Chang 5, I'm actually going to go ahead and end this live stream. That was Tiangong. Space habitation module is needed. There's a famine in Mongolia. Hooray for drones! 288,000 missiles owned by the Chinese. Yikes, oh my god, we are totally under threat of a... Yikes. We really need to get the approval of the Chief of Army up. Okay, if I increase funding to the military, national defense, yes, he likes that. Is that a riot? Wait, Chang 5? Chang 5! Yes! Mostly. All right, Chang 5 is now done. All right. This was a very, very awesome live stream that I held for you guys. 2 hours is how long I've been doing it for. So, and thank you so much, AMN, for your support, and as well as Damien. Damien, you really, really did help me out too. I really, really do appreciate you guys, and I again do appreciate everyone else who was a part of this live stream. I know you wouldn't want me to end it, but again, 2 hours is a long time for a streamer. Which, I mean, honestly, what I could do, I could probably hold like a really, really long stream on Twitch, maybe War Thunder or something like that. I really like sitting through this game for hours on end. It's funny how 2.5 hours translate to June of 2019 instead of further into the years. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting me, and if you guys want to become a member, please consider becoming a member of this channel. And again, for benefits for memberships, would actually be you would be able to see the live stream 30 minutes before it would become public. So that is one benefit of that. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys in the Discord. Please join the Discords in the description below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.